Here's a video. This hat tip campus reform. They went on a college campus and asked a bunch of kids why they think Cuban freedom fighters are flying the American flag. Listen to the confused answers. I feel bad for them. I do. I'm not even making fun of them. I really feel bad for them because they've just been indoctrinated. Their dopiness is the result of a never-ending totalitarian thought control campaign that's clearly working. Check this out.
Do you think maybe they're being naive?
Yeah, I'd say so. Say they don't really know like what's going on. I'd say I was just saying that those they're like our demographic, they are like the only ones for the most part who truly understand. College age students have like a pretty firm understanding of like for the most part of like what's going on and like I guess all the inequity in America.
When looking at all these protests, seeing all these American flags, do you think there's another flag that they should be flying instead, maybe to represent more freedom or more democracy? What other country do you think they should be looking towards?
Maybe like Sweden. I don't know. Some European countries I think are definitely doing equality on a better or doing better at equality.
I'd say if like they're trying to symbolize equity, then like I'd say either France or Switzerland.
Why does it have to be a national flag? We could be flying the, equality flag. Like, I don't believe it has to be nationalistic. I don't think we should put any country on a pedestal.
Oh my gosh. Again, they're kids. I like to go easy on kids. They think like kids. Just the one at the end is really it's just bizarre. The Cuban freedom fighters shouldn't fly the American flag, but the equality flag, the LGBTQ equality flag, which is, again, puzzling because you're not allowed to be gay in many communist countries. They'll kill you. So our kids, again, I'm going easy because they're kids. I have a policy, and you'll notice on my website and elsewhere, when it involves kids, I try to be delicate. Because, can I be candid for a moment? Is that okay? Of course, my show, I guess we can do what we want. But, I was that kid once, We were all naive, obviously. Life experience wises you up. And before I went in the police department, I want to be clear, I was never a liberal, ever. But I was always an independent. Matter of fact, I had a bumper sticker on my Ford Escort I talk about often. It was white with in red letters and all caps. It said, question authority. I meant it. I've always been the type, to question authority. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why should I do it too? Why do I need to listen to you? Sometimes I was a bit of a smartass with it, but I was. But I was always an independent thinker. But even then, I fell into a lot of these traps too. I'll never forget, I heard in college, once from a sociology professor, overpopulation is going to kill us all. And I just accepted as fact. And I'm having this debate with a friend of mine who was a conservative who was super smart. And he's like, dude, that's nonsense. He's like, and then I saw, he says, that's total BS. The world's like, it's total crap. Like, who told you that? But he didn't really explain why. So I'm sitting in a pharmacy one day. I pick up I believe it was Rush Limbaugh's book at the time. And there's a piece in one of Rush Limbaugh's books, I'm pretty sure it was his, where he talks about overpopulation, how basically you could fit every single person in the world in the state of Texas with the equivalent floor space of like an apartment in Paris, and the whole rest of the world would be depopulated. And I'm like, doesn't sound like an overpopulation problem to me. And I read that and I thought, gosh, I remember that, again, there's no road to Damascus moments for me, but there are these slow creeps and crawls towards conservatism. And I remember thinking, man, I've been lied to the whole time. That's why I feel kind of bad for these kids, because I believed it too. They'll wake up one day. I hope, but not with places like Wikipedia they won't.